You are all cordially invited to return to Shiba Inu land. Customers are unable to purchase Shiba Inu coins at this time since Apple has implemented this restriction. Shiba News today, according to Coinbase, Apple intends to charge a 30% tax on any gas costs that are associated with non-fungible token transfers that are performed through the wallet app. Coinbase, on the other hand, maintains that this is not practically possible. In this video, we will talk about the restrictions that Apple has placed on the purchase of Shiba Inu coins. News about Shiba for the day, please do not forget to give the video a very big thumbs up. If you want to see our most recent articles on expert analysis and Shiba Inu price estimates, be sure to share this YouTube video and subscribe to the channel. Let's get the video started straight away, shall we say. It will be interesting to see what Shiba Inu is up to on December 3rd. There is a fairly hopeful picture that can be seen in the pricing of Shiba Inus, which may soon lead to a significant increase. The price of Shiba is about to approach a tipping point, which might mean that it will see a massive bullish rally that will take it up 35% to 0.00125. There are two reasons why this development is considered to have a high probability of occurring. At this moment, the price of Shiba Inu is hovering close to 0.933, which is the monthly support level being considered. Due to the fact that this barrier is able to withstand 4 bearish assaults, there is a distinct possibility that Shiba will also take off from this location. The Relative Strength Index, sometimes known as RSI, is a momentum indicator that is commonly utilized, and it lends more support to this viewpoint. A bullish divergence is a situation in which momentum increases but price movement does not match up with the growth in momentum. It has resulted from the utilization of this indicator. A trend reversal in favor of the bull is brought about as a result of this technical situation. Consequently, investors want to keep a close eye on the Shiba Inu price in order to anticipate a retest of the subsequent significant barrier, which is situated around 0.127. In spite of the fact that this action would only result in a 35% gain, Shiba is able to overcome the 0.202 barrier under the condition that the level is flipped into a support floor. Investors, on the other hand, might potentially make a profit of 124% on this increased value. The expectation that the price of Shiba will increase by 124% is not completely out of the question. When compared to the requirements of the primary currencies that were initially used, Shiba is required to keep its value above the monthly support level of 0.933 consistently. In the event that this level were to break on a high period chart, buyers might lose interest in the market and choose to sell their holdings, which would result in a sell-off. The price of Shiba Inu might potentially reach 0.689 if this shift were to take place. In order for Shiba tokens to catch up to the value of the US dollar, they would need to skyrocket above 10,800,000 from where they were trading the previous week. In order for such a significant gain to take place, there are 5 factors that would need to take place. The most important thing for Shiba is the imminent launch of Shariam, which is a layer 2 blockchain with the intention of significantly lowering the fees associated with transactions. Developed on the Ethereum network, Shiba Inu is a cryptocurrency that uses the ERC20 standard. Ethereum is a network that is quite dependable, but because to the fact that it is so widely used, the costs of transactions and the processing times are frequently inflated. In order to accomplish the objectives of the project, which include the development of a gaming platform that is based on blockchain technology, Shariam is vital to considerably lowering these costs. With regard to the second reason, the eventual release of games that are driven by non-fungible tokens builds upon the first argument. An important feature is that users are able to own their works and buy or sell non-fungible tokens (NFTs) on markets. A significant factor. The third point is that there needs to be a substantial growth in the acceptance of Shiba Inus by merchants worldwide. While developers are largely focused on Shariam's imminent release and Shiba's potential in the metaverse, Shiba has to find practical applications in order to create a floor price for its tokens. Shariam is expected to be released in the near future. In order for the value of Shiba to skyrocket to $1, it must first receive approval from well-known retailers. Fourth, according to CoinMarketCap, a significant amount of coin burn would be necessary in order to reduce the estimated 549 trillion tokens that are now in circulation without being used. The inventor of Ethereum, Vitalik Buterin, moved more than 410 trillion Shiba to an address on the blockchain that was not currently active in 2021. This action resulted in a large reduction in the number of Shiba that was in circulation. In the year 2023, it is quite probable that a comparable spending would be necessary in order to make a difference. Last but not least, in order for Shiba to achieve a moonshot of over 10,800,000 per in 2023, it would require an unparalleled degree of support and buzz on social media discussion boards. The data provided by Etherscan indicates that there are more over 1.25 million wallets that have Shiba coins. In order for the vast majority of these individuals to generate support for an asset that illustrates the power of fear of missing out FOMO, it would be necessary for them to be engaged on social media systems. The Shiba News. During the past 24 hours, there were 6 transactions that took place, and 8,375,655 Shiba were burned, which resulted in a little rise of 36% in the burn rate. During the previous week, there were 50 transactions and a total of 26,452,790 Shiba tokens that were burned. In comparison to the previous week, when a total of 2,123,456 Shiba tokens were destroyed, this quantity is significantly lower. Following a rebound from lows of 0.0081 on November 22nd, Shiba was trading at 0.0093 on December 3rd, which was somewhat lower than it had been the previous day. Prior to that, it had been trading at 0.0081. With each passing day, the Shiba's range has continued to become more and more restricted. This might be an indication that a change is conceivable, but it is not obvious how significant the change will be. Due to the fact that the daily RSI has reached a flattened state, there is a greater likelihood of consolidation occurring prior to the significant move. With the announcement that it would be integrating with an Italian burger establishment, Shiba made the announcement in February. The DAO concept was created with the intention of making it easier for members of the community to participate in decision-making. In a blog post, it was said that Well's DAO method was put to the test when the company recently introduced its decentralized organizational group, which is referred to specifically as DOG. Late in the month of November, members of the community were tasked with picking the most outstanding interior design from a selection of 3 concepts that were offered by Mass ESP, the partner design company. For the purpose of gaining insight into potential franchise locations, the DOG model will be utilized in future choices that will be made and presented to members of the Well community. Choices will need to be made on the items on the menu, the packaging, the locations of franchises, and the style of the business. Additionally, 15% of the future net store earnings will be transferred to Shiba holders, and the community of Shiba Inu will use a separate DAO to choose the most effective way to use those funds. Apple has been imposing stringent new NFT limits ever since the month of October. Transactions using NFT have not been supported by the Coinbase Wallet iOS app for iOS. You may have non-financial transactions NFTs that need to be sent. According to a tweet sent out by the Coinbase Wallet account on Thursday, this is because Apple has temporarily blocked the release of our most recent software until we disabled the feature. Apple's mobile app store imposes a significant transaction tax of 30% on non-fungible tokens NFTs. Should the developers be unable to fulfill that condition, they will have their applications removed from the store, even if they are not officially barred from being downloaded. Coinbase asserts that Apple intends to levy a 30% tax on gas charges, which are fees associated with Ethereum network transactions and correspond to non-fungible token transfers that are carried out through the use of the wallet application. Coinbase, on the other hand, maintains that this is not practically possible when it comes to the operation of blockchains and non-fungible tokens NFTs. Everyone who is even remotely knowledgeable would tell you that this is obviously not conceivable. Because Apple employs a proprietary in-app purchasing system that is not compatible with cryptocurrencies, Coinbase asserts that we are unable to comply with the requirements even if we were to make an effort to do so. When a user conducts a transaction on the Ethereum network, they are subject to a cost that is referred to as gas. Despite the fact that they are moving an asset, such as another wallet, the network is unable to function if these fees are not paid. In addition to being more complicated than a flat price, they are not under the control of a single organization. It is measured in GUI, but you have to pay for an ETH. The price of gas is subject to change depending on the activity level of the Ethereum network as well as the efficiency of